Ayanda, morning to the viewers of Morning Live, and thank you for the opportunity of appearing on your show.
How important is today in the calendar of the SANDF?
Ayanda, today is a momentous and a joyous day for not only the SANDF, but for the people of South Africa. For today, we are commemorating and celebrating 20 years of existence of the SANDF. And we should recall that the SANDF as an institution was established on the 27th April 1994. However, because that is a day that coincides with the advent of democracy and freedom for our country, we then had to find a different day on which we can actually celebrate the birth of the SANDF. And that day, then, the president decided on the 21st of February, because it's a historic day for our country, the 21st of February, because that's the day we lost about 616 members of the 5th Battalion of the South African Native Labour Corps, who were actually on their way to France to fight in the Second World War. And therefore, in designating the 21st of February as the Armed Forces Day, it was also a way of honoring those that we lost in that tragic event.
Now, also just touching on some of the people that you've lost in tragic events, more recently, we'll remember the Battle of Bangui in 2013, where about 13 soldiers from the SANDF lost their lives there in the Central African Republic. I do know that Commander-in-Chief President Jacob Zuma will preside over proceedings in honor of these fallen soldiers. How will you be remembering them?
Of course, we'll remember them as heroes of the SANDF, because they were there in Central Africa to ensure that they can protect the training team that were sent there to assist in training the army of that country. However, when the rebels were attacking them in overwhelming numbers, they fought gallantly. And of course, it's a sad thing that we lost 13 of them, but we're proud of their heroic fight in that battle. And of course, as you have said, the president today will honor them posthumously and also honor all the others that didn't die in that battle for their heroic deeds in the Central African Republic.
Just remind us, if you will, that as much as we'll be celebrating 20 years of the SANDF, and there'll be various festivities and celebrations, there are those soldiers who are still on the ground as we speak in various peacekeeping missions. Will you just bring us up to speed about the presence of the SANDF members in various parts of the world at the moment?
Yes, Ayanda. We still continue with our mission in Sudan, in the Darfur area, where we have a battalion deployed there as part of that mission. You'll also know that we've got forces in the Democratic Republic of Congo who are part of what we call the Force Intervention Brigade. And of course, that is the force that actually was assisting the DRC to fight the M23 rebels. And I'm happy that our soldiers have acquitted themselves well in that. And of course, there continues to be increasing demands for our involvement in other countries and requests for training. For instance, currently, we're also involved in the DRC to assist their army there with training so that we can reach a point where the armed forces of the DRC can actually defend their country themselves.
And of course, you're also honoring the valiant efforts of 8 SANDF members. President Jacob Zuma today handing out bravery medals. Just tell us a bit about that acknowledgement and the accolades and the recipients thereof.
Ayanda, you know, as soldiers, We receive rigorous training so that if we have to find ourselves in a war situation or in battles, we should always be able to stand on our own there. But it should be also borne in mind that in such situation, you find people who perform extraordinarily and show acts of bravery. And therefore, it is incumbent upon us to actually recognize those people by way of awarding them with medals so that they can actually inspire through their deeds other soldiers to ensure that in whatever battles we're involved with, we can actually be able to win those.
And we'll have to leave it there. My thanks again to you, Lieutenant General Vusi Masondo, and congratulations to, of course, the recipients of those bravery medals. President Jacob Zuma handing out those accolades a little bit later today.